So I'll explain to you how we make this. Today, you know, back in the day, they used to carve models by hand, but today we do it on the computer.
Oh, wow.
And I'll give you an example of what we do. So we sit down and we discuss what it is that we want to accomplish in a ring, or any piece of jewelry for that matter. And then I'll sit down with the designer and I'll communicate to him or her what that's supposed to look like. And we build that on with using the aid of CAD design. And here, I'll show you what that looks like.
Oh, wow. Okay, great.
So this is a job that, here, come on in. This is a job that we're working on right now for a client down in DC. And so
you have customers all over, not just in New York.
Actually, all over the world.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is a customer's stone, a marquee-shaped diamond, which is not as popular today, and she wanted to kind of change the look of it, and we're making a more rectangular, almost an emerald cut design with a halo around it, and then the diamonds down the side will match an existing band that she has. So we're repurposing an old engagement ring and bringing it into the next millennium.
Oh, great. So it sounds like, I mean, when you say custom, like you can do from start to finish, you can take pieces that already exist and even continue to update them. And
yeah, we're always re-envisioning people's jewelry. We do it for ourselves, we do it for our clients.
And this all started with your grandfather, and you said he used to do the molds himself?
No, he was actually an auction buyer, so he used to go to the auction houses, and that was a very popular thing there. Bid for jewelry. When he'd get it, he would trade amongst his cronies, and later he opened up a shop with some of this jewelry, and then he started to build jewelry for himself and for his clients. But that really took off when my father came into the business in the late 50s.
So when it comes to custom jewelry, someone can come to you either with a stone or already with a setting. How does one know, like, what makes a good diamond? I mean, if you...
Well, so we take a lot of pride in educating our clients and ensuring that they feel empowered to make some really smart decisions. So the first thing we do is sit down with them. We give them
Great.
an education, and we talk about what it is that is important when you're buying a diamond, and in terms of the size and the quality of the stone, and we sit down and just take them through the entire process step by step to make sure that they understand what it is that's important and to help them make the best decision that's suited for them.
Great. So you don't just come in, buy a piece of jewelry and walk out. You walk out with a story, you walk out with something that you can call your own, but you also walk out with a little bit of education. Tell me like more about like something that you guys have done that's most unique or different in terms of a piece, a stone or a piece that you guys have repurposed that was like new. Like how did you approach it? It may take a little bit of thought.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, this is a constant process for us. So, we're just yesterday I was working with my model maker on a job. Oh, I don't have the boxes over there, but can I get the piece with the lapis in it that June was working on? So June, our model maker, is from Korea, and he works with us and helps us create these beautiful pieces of jewelry. But sometimes most of what we do is diamond related, but every once in a while, or quite often actually, we'll create a piece of jewelry with a colored stone. This is a piece of lapis, a piece of carved lapis, which we thought was interesting, and literally been sitting around for years in one of my boxes. And I thought, let's create something interesting with that. So we were playing around with some different concepts. First we talked about something simple. Then we played around with some various side designs, and we ultimately came up with something like this. So stay tuned. In another day or so, June will have the CAD design for me, and I'll probably tweak it a little bit before we ultimately print it with a 3D printer. And then it gets casted up in the 18 karat gold and platinum. and we add the diamonds, and we set it, and we make a beautiful piece of jewelry.
Wow. So
So-
what's the like start to finish? What's the timeline?
So it depends. It depends on the intricacy of the piece. It could be as quick as 2 weeks to customize, make a custom piece of jewelry. It could take 2 months. So that's the range. Just depends on the intricacy and the amount of revisions that are required to make it just right.
Great.
Yeah.
So